Very good morning to my students. Welcome back after Eid break, and now we are going to start Nicobobinus exercise, full book work exercise. So be very careful and give 100% attention so that you will not have to just cram. You have to do each and everything. First of all, we are going to do very important things, and the most important exercise we are going to do is regular and irregular verbs. Now first of all, I will tell you what are regular verbs and how you can form the irregular verbs. For example, regular verbs you just have to add only ed to form the second and the third form. Second and the third form you have to only add ed. For example, from pass it would be passed and passed. From walk it would be walked and walked. From call it would be called and called. Now regular verb, have you understood that regular verbs are past are formed by only adding ed, in the second and the third form. And there is another rule. There is a very important rule. Keep this rule in your mind, that if the verb ending with y, but it has a consonant before y. If the verb is ending with y and before y it is a consonant, for example r is a consonant, so y would be changed into I. Before giving or before adding ed. Have you understood that if the verb is ending with y, and before y there is a consonant, consonant letter, so you will change y into I before converting it or before changing it into second form. For example, from carry it would be carried and the third form would be carried. So you have changed y into I and then you have added ed. But the next thing is that if the verb is ending with y but before y there is vowel, for example a sound is vowel. If the verb is ending with y but before y there is vowel, you will not change y, you will only add ed. For example, from play it would be played and the third form would also be played. Now you have understood two things. The first, regular verbs. For example, regular verbs are formed by only adding ed. The second thing you have learned, that if the verb is ending with y and before y if there is r or if there is consonant sound, you will change y into I and then you will add ed and ed to form second and the third form. The second rule you have learned, that if the verb is ending with y but before y if there is vowel, you will not change y into I but directly change it into ed, like place, from play, played and played. And irregular verbs. Now very important concept is this. What are irregular verbs? My dear students, irregular verb is that verb which we cannot only add ed and ed. For example, from drink we cannot say that drinked. No, the second form will be drank. The third form will be drunk. So we have not added ed in the third and the second and the third form. So when you will not add ed in the second and the third form but you will change different things, it will be irregular verbs. For example, we will see many examples here of irregular verbs. For example, from set, no change. Put, no change. Cut, no change. Hurt, no change. Let, no change. Now there are changes. For example, from drink it would be drank and drunk. Now you are watching, you are observing that we are not adding ed, but we are changing it in a different way. From sew, it would be sewed and sewn. You are watching that now we are not only adding ed, but we are changing it. From sing, it would be sang and sung. From see, it would be saw and seen, S-E-E-N, seen. From write, it would be wrote and then written, W-R-I-T-T-E-N, written. From take, it would be took and taken, T-A-K-E-N, taken. From know, it would be knew and then known, K-N-O-W-N, known. From eat, it would be ate, second form would be ate, the third form would be eaten. From drive, second form would be drove and the third form would be driven. And for example, from get, it would be got and got. From teach, it would be taught and taught. The spellings are T-A-U-G-H-T, T-A-U-G-H-T. From keep, it would be kept, kept. From say, it would be said, said, S-A-I-D, said. From feel, it would be felt, felt, F-E-L-T, felt. Now this is the concept of regular and irregular verbs. If you have any queries, if you have any question, you can ask. Now we are moving towards another very important concept. And now the question is, which of the following sentences contain mistakes? Correct them. Now, in the very first sentence, on its, there should be no apostrophe s. Then it would be written as the elephant had a man on its, without apostrophe s. The next thing, the man sold buttons and hooks. Now these are only plurals. We will not add apostrophe s, and it would be written as buttons and hooks. Buttons and hooks without apostrophe s. This year's students are very clever. Now the wrong thing is that we will not replace, we will not add apostrophe s. We will say this year, for example, this year students are very clever. Simple. Next is the letter was signed, a biggest mistake. Biggest mistake. You will write as the letter was signed yours truly. We will not add apostrophe s here. Next is ours is the yellow car. So we will not use apostrophe s. We will say as ours is the yellow car. He is a good boy. This is absolutely right sentence, correct sentence. Now, another important concept you will understand here, add apostrophes to the following. Apostrophe. Now, we add apostrophe to show possession. To show possession. For example, her book. Her book. We can say Sadia's book. Sadia's book. Now we have added apostrophe s. Apostrophe s to show possession. So what the statement say? Add apostrophes to the following. For example, with men's, with plurals, with plurals. Remember always, with plurals. We add apostrophe after s. With plurals, we add apostrophe after s. For example, men's shoes, after s, men's shoes. And for singular, remember, for single person, we add apostrophe before s. For example, the woman's coat, Next, the child's cart, because child is singular, so we will place apostrophe before s, like this, child's. The next is Shah's place. Now Shah's is a GB Shah, is a dramatist, is a name, so we will place after s, Shah's place. Ambika is also a name, so we will place apostrophe before s. A dog, a means one dog, so we will place before s. Next, Pramod is also a name, so we will place before s. Pramod's car. Now ladies is plural, and we have decided that with plural we will add apostrophe after s. Ladies' blouses after s. Ladies' blouses. Policeman's whistles. Now after policeman's whistles, now we will add apostrophe after policeman's. With plural we add apostrophe after s. Birds. After plurals we add apostrophe after s. With plurals we add apostrophe after s. With plurals we add apostrophe after s. With plurals we add apostrophe s. With plurals now this is not plural but it is ending with s. It is a name, and with name, if the name is ending with s, we add apostrophe after s. Apostrophe s. Now very important concept. Write questions for these answers. Now you have to produce questions. Questions. For example, she was the prime minister. The simplest rule is that only place was in the beginning and ending it with question mark like this. Was she the prime minister? We have only changed helping verb in the beginning. Was she the prime minister and ending it with question mark. Next, possibly, but I am not sure about that. Now you have to produce question of this. For example, do you have party at night? Do you have party at night? Question mark. The answer would be possibly, but I am not sure about that. It most certainly is not. Now produce question of this, and the question would be, is it raining outside? Is it raining outside? Is it raining outside? And mark question. I did. The question would be, who did this? Who did this? Now you have to ask question. Who did this? They call me the terrible twins. Who call them terrible twins? Apostrophe question mark. Are you understanding? Now very important concepts we are reading. Now another important, very important. First understand, make a statement. Statement means a simple information, a simple line of information. Command, in which you just command someone. A question, when you are questioning something. An exclamation, when you are conveying an information full of wonder, full of surprise. So what they say? Produce. Now they have given us the vocabulary list, word bank, like cat and door. Like cat and door. I have solved it for you on this page like this. The cat is behind the door. Now it is just a simple information. The cat is behind the door. Statement. Right statement. Right statement. Now produce it as question. Is the cat behind the door? Now I am questioning. Is the cat behind the door? Mark question and write it's a question. Now I am commanding. Open the door for the cat. Now I am commanding. I am just asking you. Open the door for the cat. Command. Now if you have to produce exclamation. Oh, hurrah, ah. These are the signs for exclamation. For example, in the regular classes, we will do rehearsal, so many rehearsals. So you will get an idea. Oh, the cat is still behind the door. Oh, the cat is still behind the door. It's exclamation. Next two words are Troyer and the island. Troyer and the island. You have to produce statement, question, command, and exclamation. Now I have done it for you. There is a Troyer. The Troyer is on an island. The Troyer is on an island. It's a statement. Go and find Troyer on an island. Now I am commanding you. Go and find Troyer on an island. It's a command. Okay. Is there Troyer on an island? It's a question. Now I am questioning. Is there Troyer on an island? Question. Oh, we got Troyer on an island. It's a surprising news. Oh, we have got Troyer on an island. It's exclamation. Next is two words are pots and empty. Same thing. First we have to produce only simple sentence statement. Then we have to convert it into question. And then we have to produce it as command and exclamation. I have done it for you. The pots are empty. simple information that the pots are empty. Statement. Are the pots empty? Now I am questioning. Are the pots empty? Empty? Question. Make the pot empty. Make the pots empty. Now I am commanding. Make the pot empty. Command. The empty pot has fallen. Surprising news, sudden news, sad news, exclamation. The last pair is loud and the noise. Loud and the noise. There is a loud noise. Statement. Is there a loud noise? Question. Make a loud noise. Noise. I am commanding. Now you have to produce one exclamation in which you are conveying surprising news. Just do it and then send me. Now, another important, amazing thing. Change or remove words in statements so that they have opposite meaning. Simple rule. Don't be confused. If there is can, only add not. For example, I can play piano. I cannot play piano. The meaning is changed. For example, you cannot fly to China. You have to say you can fly to China. You can say you can fly to China. Here doesn't grow. You have to only remove not, and the answer would be here does grow. Mice roar. You will say mice do not roar. You will say mice do not roar. Next is Ajmal does not have a football. You will only say Ajmal have a football. Ajmal has. You will say Ajmal has a football. Why? Because Ajmal is a singular. Next, convert the following exclamation into statement. Now you have to produce only statements, only convey information, simple statement. For example, what a lovely dress. You will say it's a lovely dress. You will say it's a lovely dress. How brave you are. You will only convert you are very brave. Simple information. How angry she is. She is very angry. Next, what a fine day it is. It is very fine day. It is very fine day. Now you will say choose the correct option. Venice is a city in Italy. Mark Italy. The city is like a maze. Furniture is, if Venice is famous for its architecture. The city is in the danger of sinking. Venice has a lot of museums and cities, cafes, museums and cafes. So this is your exercise. The most important is that now you have to produce. For example, I will give you 3 lines and you have to say the topic name. For example, life jackets have been proven to save lives. So this paragraph is about life jackets. You will produce life jackets. Next is he had collected coins and stamps. It means hobbies. Okay, hobbies. No one likes to eat with a dirty knife, fork and spoon. It means these lines are about cleanliness. Sometimes it is hard to fall asleep. Maybe you are not sleepy. It means it is about sleeplessness. Next, we will do in our classroom. This is a mind map. For example, I will give you different kinds of words, and you have to produce a paragraph on this topic. For example, the most amazing room. You will say the most amazing room. What would you say? The most it is a simple, classic and elegant room. It is a large and big size room. Whatever you want. It has sofas. It has furniture like sofas, chair and bed. So you will utilize all these words and you will create a paragraph. Do rehearsal at your home. If you have any query, if you have any question, if you have any problem, you can openly, frankly discuss with me. And in our regular classes, we will do it with more fun. So stay happy learning.